All right, so let's dive into AI today.
Sounds good.
Specifically, a lot of you have been asking about this DeepSeek versus ChatGPT,
Oh, yeah.
and we've got some really fascinating articles to help us break this whole thing down.
Definitely a hot topic.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's not just, tech enthusiasts or, people in the AI world that are interested in this.
Right.
This is something that even has, giants like NVIDIA a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an interesting time to be following AI, especially with, DeepSeek kind of exploding in popularity recently. And I think, the fact that it surpassed ChatGPT in U.S. app downloads really shows that things are changing.
Yeah, that's right.
It makes you wonder, is this like the beginning of a new era of AI?
Right, and I think to understand what's going on, with this rivalry and what it means for the future of AI, we really have to kind of start with the basics.
Yeah.
We're talking about large language models, or LLMs,
Right.
which are basically AI systems that are trained on massive amounts of text data.
Think of them like super complex algorithms that can understand and generate human-like text and even write code?
Exactly, so they're capable of some pretty amazing things.
They are, yeah.
So, I think the one that most people are probably already familiar with is ChatGPT. It's the one that's, really known for its conversational abilities and has partnered with some big companies like Microsoft.
ChatGPT has definitely made a splash in the AI world. I think it's great at generating realistic and engaging dialogue, which makes it really popular for chatbots, writing assistants, even creative writing.
Yeah.
A lot of applications.
And then you've got DeepSeek, which is developed by a Chinese company and has also been, generating a lot of buzz recently. What makes it different from ChatGPT?
Well, one of the key differences, I would say, is its multilingual capabilities.
Okay.
DeepSeek is trained on both English and Chinese data, which gives it a significant advantage in understanding and generating text in both languages.
Right.
And that's huge in a world where, China's tech influence is rapidly growing.
That's fascinating. So it sounds like even though both of them are LLMs, their focuses and their strengths are kind of different.
Exactly. ChatGPT excels in those conversational tasks, while DeepSeek, also capable of conversations, seems to be aiming for something a lot more ambitious.
Okay.
Artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
Now, AGI sounds like something straight out of, science fiction.
Yeah, it does.
What does that actually mean in the context of AI?
Well, AGI is basically this idea of creating an AI system that can learn and solve problems across a wide range of domains.
Okay.
Much like a human can.
Right.
It wouldn't be limited to specific tasks like writing or coding.
Got it.
It could potentially, reason plan and even be creative in ways that we haven't really seen before.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
So DeepSeek is shooting for this AGI while ChatGPT is more focused on its conversational prowess.
That's a good way to put it, and I think it's important to note that both approaches have their own sets of challenges and potential benefits.
Sure.
It'll be interesting to see how they play out.
I'm also curious about DeepSeek being open source.
Yeah.
How does that factor into its development and potential impact?
I think the open source approach is a key differentiator for DeepSeek.
Okay.
It means that anyone can access, modify, and contribute to its code. And this has the potential to lead to rapid innovation and collaboration on a global scale.
So theoretically, anyone with, the right skills could contribute to making DeepSeek even better.
Precisely. It's a completely different model than the more closed development approach that ChatGPT takes.
Right.
So only time will tell which approach will ultimately be more successful in the long run.
It sounds like we're on the verge of some pretty major breakthroughs in AI.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
What are some of the key things to watch for as this rivalry unfolds?
I think one thing to keep an eye on is how DeepSeek's open source nature really influences its development.
Okay.
Will it lead to faster progress and more innovative applications? Another key area to observe is, how well DeepSeek delivers on its AGI aspirations.
Right.
If it starts showing signs of more general intelligence, that could have a profound impact on the entire field.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It's going to be interesting to watch.
So just to kind of recap for a moment, we're looking at two very powerful LLMs, but with different strengths and ambitions.
Exact.
ChatGPT is the more established player known for its conversational abilities, while DeepSeek is the newcomer making waves with its multilingual capabilities, open source approach, and that pursuit of AGI.
And I think this rivalry is more than just, a competition between two AI systems.
Yep.
It's really a reflection of the broader trends that are shaping the future of AI.
And that's what makes it so fascinating to follow.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just about who's going to come out on top. It's about understanding the different paths that AI development can take and what that means for our future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So now that we have this foundational understanding of DeepSeek and ChatGPT, let's move on to talking about how these systems actually work in the real world and what kind of impact they're having on different industries.
Sounds good. Let's dive in.
All right.
Do it.
So we've got these two major players, ChatGPT focusing on being a master conversationalist and DeepSeek aiming for broader intelligence. But how did that actually play out in the real world? What are they each good at?
Well, with ChatGPT, you can really see its strengths in things like chatbots,
Right.
where the goal is to have like a natural and engaging conversation.
Okay.
It's also being used a lot for things like writing assistance and translation, where clear communication is key.
So ChatGPT is like that friend who can always make a story interesting no matter the topic.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And what's impressive is that it keeps learning and improving.
Okay.
The more it's used, the better it gets at understanding those nuances of human language.
That makes sense. And what about DeepSeek? If it's aiming for this AGI, what kind of potential does that unlock?
That's the big question, isn't it? AGI is still largely theoretical,
Right.
but the idea is that it could potentially revolutionize a wide range of fields. Imagine an AI that could not only write a return, but also analyze complex data, come up with innovative solutions to problems, and even help with scientific discoveries.
So it's not just about doing tasks faster or more efficiently. It's about AI that can think more like humans do across different areas.
Exactly. That's the ultimate goal of AGI, to break down those barriers between specialized AI and create a system that's as adaptable and versatile as the human mind.
Wow.
It's a bold vision, and whether or not DeepSeek can achieve it remains to be seen.
It does sound pretty ambitious. We talked earlier about DeepSeek being open source.
Yeah.
How does that actually work in practice, and what impact could it have on its development?
So open source means that DeepSeek's code is available for anyone to see, modify, and distribute.
Okay.
This creates a global community of developers who can contribute to its improvement, find and fix bugs, and come up with new applications. It's a powerful model for accelerating innovation.
So it's like crowdsourcing the development of an AI,
Right.
potentially leading to breakthroughs that might not happen in a closed environment.
Precisely. The open source approach allows for a much more rapid and iterative development cycle.
Okay.
It's a key reason why a lot of people are excited about DeepSeek's potential.
All this talk of potential is exciting, but let's get practical for a moment.
Sure.
How do these AI models actually perform in the real world? Are they living up to the hype?
Well, ChatGPT has already proven itself in a number of areas.
Okay.
It's being used by businesses for customer service chatbots, by writers for content creation, and even by students for research and learning.
That's impressive.
And its performance is constantly being refined and improved.
And what about DeepSeek? It's still relatively new, right?
That's right, it's still early days for DeepSeek.
Okay.
But the initial results are promising.
Okay.
It's showing strong performance in tasks like code generation and is rapidly expanding its capabilities. The real test will be how it scales and evolves over time.
One of DeepSeek's key advantages we talked about is its multilingual capabilities, especially its strength in Chinese.
Yeah.
How does that compare to ChatGPT's language support?
So ChatGPT supports a wide range of languages.
Okay.
But DeepSeek's focus on both English and Chinese gives it a unique edge, particularly in a world where China's technological influence is on the rise.
So for someone interested in working with or within the Chinese market, DeepSeek's multilingual capabilities could be a game change.
Absolutely. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities for communication and collaboration.
It sounds like we're just scratching the surface of what these AI models can do.
I think so.
What are some of the key things you're watching for as this technology continues to develop?
I'm particularly interested in seeing how DeepSeek's open source model impacts its trajectory.
Okay.
Will it lead to a more diverse and robust ecosystem of applications?
Right.
And of course, the progress towards AGI is something I'm following very closely.
Of course.
If DeepSeek starts demonstrating signs of more general intelligence that could have far-reaching implications.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Glad to hear it.
But before we move on to the potential impact on industries, I think it's important to address one more point. You mentioned NVIDIA stock taking a dip after DeepSeek's surge in popularity. What does that tell us about the potential impact of this rivalry?
It's a sign that the industry is taking DeepSeek very seriously.
Okay.
When a company like NVIDIA, which plays a major role in the AI hardware space, sees its stock price affected by a newcomer like DeepSeek, it's a clear indication that the balance of power could be shifting.
So it's not just a theoretical battle for AI dominance, it's having real-world consequences in the tech industry.
Exactly. And it's likely that we'll see even more ripple effects as this competition heats up.
Yeah.
It's a dynamic situation that's worth paying close attention to.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the potential impact of DeepSeek and ChatGPT on various industries. This is where things get really interesting because we're talking about how these technologies could change the way we work, learn, and interact with the world around us. So we've talked about the nuts and bolts of DeepSeek and ChatGPT, their strengths and what makes them unique, but let's kind of zoom out for a second and think about the bigger picture. How could this AI rivalry actually change things for, people like you?
Well, I think the potential applications are vast.
Yeah.
Think about the workplace, for example. Imagine having AI assistants that can help you write reports, analyze data, or even generate code in, multiple programming languages.
It sounds like AI could become an indispensable tool for professionals in all sorts of fields.
Exactly. And it's not just about making those existing tasks easier.
Right.
It's about unlocking new possibilities. For instance, DeepSeek's proficiency in Chinese could open up all these new avenues for businesses that are looking to expand into the Chinese market.
Yeah, that's a great point. The language barrier has always been, kind of a significant hurdle
Oh,
for
huge.
businesses, and AI like DeepSeek could really help bridge that gap.
Absolutely. And it's not just the business world that could be transformed.
Okay.
Education is another area where AI has the potential to make a huge impact. Imagine personalized learning experiences that are tailored to each student's individual needs and learning style.
Yeah, it's like having a custom-designed education that adapts to your strengths and weaknesses.
Precisely. And for educators, AI could help automate tasks like grading and lesson planning,
Okay.
freeing up more time for, personalized instruction and mentorship.
So AI could empower both students and teachers to kind of get the most out of that learning experience.
That's the idea. And let's not forget about how AI could change the way we interact with technology in our everyday lives.
Right.
Voice assistants could become far more sophisticated, capable of understanding complex requests and engaging in, natural conversations.
It would be like having a truly intelligent assistant that can anticipate your needs and help you manage your digital life seamlessly.
Exactly. And as these AI models continue to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications emerge.
It's pretty exciting.
The possibilities are really exciting.
It's clear that the rise of AI like DeepSeek and ChatGPT has the potential to, reshape so many aspects of our lives.
Yeah.
But as with any powerful technology, I think it's important to consider the potential challenges as well.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that AI is developed and used responsibly and ethically.
Right.
And that includes, addressing concerns about job displacement, algorithmic bias, and data privacy.
It's about making sure that AI benefits society as a whole and not just a select few.
Exactly. We need to approach these advancements with, I think, both enthusiasm and caution, working together to ensure that AI serves humanity in a positive and equitable way.
That's a crucial point, and it really highlights why this whole DeepSeek versus ChatGPT rivalry is so significant.
Yeah,
It's not just a tech industry battle.
right.
It's like a glimpse into the future of AI and its potential impact on all of us.
Precisely the decision we make today about how we develop and use AI will have far-reaching consequences.
Absolutely.
It's up to all of us to stay informed, engaged, and really committed to shaping a future where AI empowers humanity and helps us create a better world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. This has been a really fascinating deep dive into the world of AI. We've learned about the unique capabilities of both DeepSeek and ChatGPT, explored their potential impact on various industry, and discussed the importance of responsible AI development.
It's been a great conversation.
As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with one final thought. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's being shaped right now by researchers, developers, policymakers, and everyday users like you. So as you continue to learn about and interact with AI, remember that you have a role to play in ensuring that it's used for good and that its benefits are shared by all. So stay curious, stay engaged, and let's build a future where AI empowers us all.